Hey Hofstra fans, and welcome to another edition of the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mark Weiner with Joe Mihalich, head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's basketball team. Coach, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you for having me.
So, Coach, obviously the season ends last week in the NIT first round, 82-80. You guys were down by double digits most of the game, come back late. So, what does it say about your team to be able to fight back?
I guess it may have been indicative of the season. It's the kind of group that we have. I mean, it's a great time for college basketball right now. At the same time, we're still kind of licking our wounds a little bit. We're sad not to still be playing. What we have to do is remember that it was such an incredible year to get to the NIT for the first time in 9 or 10 years, and for the first time ever to win the conference regular season championship, to win 24 games, to have people like Wanya Green and Rokas Gustis and so forth have great years. It's what we got to start focusing on, as opposed to the fact that, we're disappointed we didn't get a home game in the NIT or whatever.
So I guess it's time to start wrapping up the season. That was the final game for Wanya Green and Mean Tanksley, Denton Kuhn, and Malik Nichols. Talk about those four, what they did for this program.
Wow, you would need hours to talk about what they've done for this program. You would need for each guy. It's funny. I was on the phone early this morning with a college coaching buddy of mine, and he said, 3 or 4 years ago that, people probably didn't wear a one-layer Hofstra shirt around the community because of what was happening, and now we're doing what we're doing now. It's because now we're winning championships. It's because of Wanya Green and Amin Tanksley and Rokas Gustis and Denton Kuhn, Malik Nichols, Brian Bernardi, the people in the program. And so we're really proud of these guys. These guys, they'll be the class that you remember. And I say that with all due respect to Zeke Upshaw and Dion Nesmith and Musa Kone. But this class was the one that really, really put us at the top.
Let's start looking towards next year. From the starting five, you bring back Bernardi and Rokas Gustis, so see a first-teamer and one of the best shooters in the league. That's a good thing to build off of for next year, right?
Oh, we're excited about next year. We know that we're not going to be picked first, but you're either the hunter or the hunted. And this past year we were the hunted, and we did pretty good. We were picked first and finished first. Awful hard to do that. So next year we'll be picked wherever we'll be picked, and then hopefully we'll be the people to surprise some people. But it is a good nucleus to build on. We get 2 starters back. Rokas was second leading rebounder in the country, and Brian Bernardi can shoot as good as anybody. I thought that Bowie had some great moments at the point. We have a couple of guys sitting out. We signed some people early. We're really excited about next year.
Well, let's talk about who sat out this year. Hunter Sabatey will come into the program along with Deron Powers, and Jamal Robinson, even though he played 2 years here, did sit out this season. How much do you think that's going to help him being able to sit and watch a championship team now come back and be one of the leaders?
Well, the theory behind it, the idea behind sitting him out was that he's very similar to Amin Tanksley, Denton Kuhn, and Malik Nichols. And, there's only so many minutes for those 2 positions. Now, the 3 guys that did play shared those 2 positions pretty well. Someone was going to get squeezed. So we came up with the plan to redshirt Jamal and get him in a weight room. He played every day against these guys. And now he's better. And so we lose Amin, we lose Denton, we lose Malik. But now Jamal Robinson can be one of those guys who can be in the rotation and have a good impact. Deron Powers is there's nobody quicker, nobody faster. We had some trouble this year with full court pressure. No one will press us next year. No one, because we can't press Deron Powers. You just can't press it. So he'll give us that. And Hunter Sabatey. There were times when you couldn't tell if it was him or Rock out there because they're both doing about the same thing. So. Hopefully they're going to help us. We signed Elijah Pemberton earlier. I'll tell you how athletic he is. He is one of 2 people to go to the Final Four as a representative in a dunk contest. So he's going to be out there in Houston, Texas. It will show what kind of an athlete he is, but he's not just an athlete. He's a very, very good basketball player.
All right, Coach, before we wrap it up one final time, any final thoughts on this season that you have, or just anything you'd like to say before we wrap up?
Well, I'm just excited for our players this past year and what they did. I'm excited about the future. Love to see some more people come out to the MAC and watch these great players play in this team. And it's a great night out, and hopefully some more people can share in the good experiences.
Head coach Joe Mihalich, thanks for a great season.
Thank you.
This has been the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.